Hello, good morning. This is Cari Benalet. I'm currently a graduate student of DAVAO del Norte State College under the program Master in Science Teaching major in Biology. And I'll be doing a video lecture for you today about a specific topic. This will serve as a requirement in my graduate studies subject ICT. So, let's get on with it. At this point of time, I will be discussing to you everything about Newton's three laws of motion. But before we discuss the three laws of motion, let us know first our target or our objectives for this day.
First is to identify and discuss the three laws of motion according to Newton. Second, cite real-life examples of these laws. Today, more than 300 years later, if you're trying to describe the effects of force on just about any everyday objects, a ball on the ground, in motion when you kick it, for example, then you're going to use Newton's three laws of motion.
So let us start by discussing first what is or who is Sir Isaac Newton.
With his three laws published in 1687 in his book Principia, Newton outlines his understanding of motion, and a lot of his ideas were totally new.
At this point of time, we will be identifying the three laws of motion that was drafted by Isaac Newton. First, we have the law of inertia. Second, we have the law of acceleration. Third, we have the law of interaction, or also termed as the action-reaction. We will be discussing these laws one at a time as we go through with our discussion this morning.
Newton's laws of motion are three physical laws that together laid the foundation for classical mechanics. They described the relationship between a body and the forces acting upon it, and its motion in response to those forces.
Yeah!
Now, we will be discussing the first law of motion according to Isaac Newton, which is the law of inertia. So what is the law of inertia?
Law of inertia states that an object in motion will remain in motion, and an object at rest will remain at rest unless acted upon by a force.
Now let us proceed to the second law of motion according to Newton, which is the law of acceleration.
Law of acceleration states that force is equals to the mass times the acceleration.
Law of acceleration is actually represented by a mathematical formula of F is equals to m times a, where F stands for force, m stands for mass, and a stands for acceleration. Force, on the other hand, is represented by the unit Newton. Mass is in the unit kilogram, and acceleration is in the unit meter per second squared. The third law of motion, according to Isaac Newton, is the law of interaction, also termed to be as the law of action-reaction. So what does law of interaction mean? It means that in every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. There you have it. We have now discussed the three laws of motion according to Isaac Newton. So what are again the three laws of motion? First, we have the law of inertia. Second, we have the law of acceleration. Third, we have the law of interaction. Now there you have it. I hope you have understood something about my video lecture this morning. So if you have some queries, just drop your comments at the comment box below this page, or you can actually PM me in this account.